let's take a look at everything that I purchased, everything that I sold in terms of luxury, and everything that I resisted purchasing in the first 2 months of 2025. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. In case this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Leslie. I'm so glad to have you here. On my channel I talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics. I film unboxings, reviews, I adore filming shopping vlogs for you, travel vlogs as well. So if any of that sounds like a thing, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my little YouTube family. So as I said in the intro, today's video is going to be like a mixed bag where I go through basically not everything, but like the bigger ticket items that I purchased in the first 2 months of the year. Also what I sold in terms of luxury items and what I was very close to purchasing but ended up not going for it for some reason or another. But yeah, first off I have to do like a massive shout out to Mary from the channel Level Up. Obviously I'm going to link her below. Chances are most of you will know her already, but if you don't, check her out. But she does these kind of like recap videos, I think monthly. Let me know if you'd be interested in me like incorporating that into my content as well. And I thought it was a great idea because sometimes you like purchase stuff and it doesn't like really warrant its own video, but yeah, here we are. And before I ramble on any further, let's get into the pieces that I purchased. Then we're going to go into the pieces that I sold and then like the resist part at the end, starting with a handbag. This is by the brand Kassandre. Actually, I did purchase a Kassandre bag last year, like a couple of days before I left for China. Definitely check out my China vlog series, by the way. I know I keep banging on about it, but honestly, that trip was like really blew me away. I didn't have any expectations essentially. But yeah, China was amazing. Anyway, a couple of days before I left for China, I realized like, I don't know if I'm covered in terms of like handbags when it comes to China. I really needed like a medium size, oh, look at her, it's a little floppy, but I needed like a medium size handbag with a zipper that you can carry on your shoulder. So I ended up purchasing this one. It's by Kassandre, as I said, and yeah, those two bags, like this one and my Celine belt bag, were the only bags that I carried with me, and those covered all the bases, and I was in China for almost 3 weeks. And yeah, I was really surprised with like the functionality and like the slouch and also the leather quality. So I ended up purchasing a second Kassandre bag, and definitely like more structured and like different style. Don't quote me on the name. I think the other one is called Athena or something. Don't know about this one, maybe. I think I still have the tag in there, but yeah. What really drew me to that one was a like the functionality and like this logo clasp situation. It looks like very Greek, doesn't it? But it's a French brand, at least like based on the name, I'd gather it's a French brand. I'm going to try to link it below. I did purchase both of them on Best Secret, which I think is a German-only site. Yeah, I found them at amazing prices, so I'm going to try to find links below. It's not like the easiest brand to find online, but I'm going to try my best. But yeah, it does have this clasp situation, and it opens up. Still, it's not like the easiest clasp to open, but granted, I haven't worn this yet. So realistically, like over time, I think the clasp will loosen up a little bit. Comes with a shoulder strap, and on the inside, it's like one, I was going to say massive compartment. It's not like massive, but it definitely fits the essentials. And let's see. Obviously, it's like real leather. Split cow leather. All right. Cassandre Paris. So yeah, sounds like a French brand. On the tag it says, okay, flap bag. Yeah, very helpful. Flap bag, black, and then you have like, let's see, does it focus? I think it focuses. Anyway, so if that's any help, and again, I'm going to try to like include links in the description box. That applies to everything that I'm mentioning in this video. Here we are. So that's the first thing that I purchased. And as I said, I haven't like worn this yet, but definitely going to get a lot of use. And if this bag and my love for it is any indication, I think we're going to have an amazing time. So that's the first piece. Next off, color matching. So I went to Dior Beauty, and I think, yeah, it definitely looks like a cherry blossom packaging, maybe like Valentine's Day. Somewhere around there. It's definitely like timing wise, it should work out in terms of, yeah, I think I purchased it around like Valentine's Day. Came with this like cute little card and like a ribbon, which, yeah, I didn't bother reattaching, but all of that packaging for like a little stick. So, focus, maybe. So this is like a solid perfume actually. It's Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet Mini Miss solid perfume, and if I manage, I'm also gonna show you the inside once it's out of its packaging, because it's so cute. Yes, like I'm a sucker for packaging. It's like a fabric material over top of this like metal thing, and then you like, I think, do you pull it out? Okay, yeah, there we go. And it kind of looks like, oh, it's gonna be very hard to show you. Like that, maybe? I'm gonna trust my camera to be able to focus. Sometimes the camera has a hard time focusing, but yeah. So it's basically like a solid perfume to like, yeah, put anywhere that you would spray perfume. So yeah, maybe the packaging was like a good part of the deciding factors that played into me actually getting this, because I do tend to be a creature of habit when it comes to perfumes. I basically, like 9 times out of 10, like easy grab is my Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. That being said though, it's kind of like a signature scent for me, but because it's such a signature scent, I guess everyone around me can appreciate the scent, but I can't smell it anymore, which I think is a good sign. But on the other hand, that perfume is like crazy expensive, and yeah, for me to not even like actually notice the scent on me anymore, it's kind of a shame. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try to switch it up, and maybe at some point I'm gonna be able to smell my Baccarat Rouge 540 again. Talking about perfumes, trying to challenge myself to wear different types of perfumes, and yeah, I appreciate Prada Paradoxe is also like pretty basic B type of perfume, but I found it at a pretty good deal. This is the 30 ml, so this the tiniest size, and it's like the regular one, not the, I think it also comes in a floral sub thing and like an intense one, but this is like the basic. Yeah, definitely trying to venture out in terms of my perfume choices, but yeah, I will never not love Baccarat Rouge 540. It's just like very expensive. All right, next off, I couldn't not include this. Obviously, I did film like a vlog and an unboxing for this piece. So this is my Murakami Pochette clay. Definitely check out my dedicated vlog and unboxing. I do love like a little bit of fun inside my bag, so this was perfect. And yeah, I'm gonna try to be quick on these like recap videos. Next, okay. You're gonna laugh because I think I did mention in a couple of my videos that I don't wear my Labubus on my bags. That may have changed a little bit. I mean, okay, I've worn the green one, but not in like the Dior outfit. The reason why I'm even showing them is because the green one I did get last year, but the Dior outfit I purchased on AliExpress this year. So it also comes with a little bow, and it even came with like a rubbery like white Dior bag that said like Dior on it, but yeah, it's a little very tacky, but here it is. Realistically, the Dior outfit would look better on this one. Yeah, go ahead and cringe or whatever. But yeah, I think this is the toffee, this is the green grape, maybe. Yeah, this outfit actually comes from, really putting myself out there, don't judge, or feel free to judge away. Yeah, this is actually the one that oh, look at this, look at this dummy. Okay, anyway, this guy came with this outfit, like the gold one, but I way prefer the gold outfit on the, again, maybe it's the toffee or the sesame bean. I think it's the sesame bean. So yeah, how did I even end up here? All right, so I did want to show you the Dior outfit, which is adorable, and it's got like Velcro at the back, which makes it a little easier to change out the outfits. And I do have like another outfit. Maybe sorry about the plastic noise. Very like tweed Chanel inspired. Focus, hopefully it focuses, and it also comes with a headband. I'm not gonna like spend the time to actually put this on one of my Labubus, just to let you know. Yeah, AliExpress is the way to go. I think like if you're located in Asia, there are a couple of like other marketplaces that sell Labubu outfits, and realistically, like chances are they're gonna be a little more affordable, but yeah, it's still like, yeah, knick-knack kind of money. I think the most expensive outfit was the Dior one. I think I paid like 14 bucks for it. I know, ridiculous, but anyway, a couple more things from the purchase category, and then we're gonna venture into the selling or like sold category. I purchased an umbrella. Isn't it like bad luck when you open an umbrella inside? Do I want to risk it? I think I've opened an umbrella on my channel already last year. I think that was the one that I purchased in Monaco, so whatever. Very hard to put in frame, but I hope you can see, maybe? yeah, should work. It says Du Coeur à la main Dolce Gabbana. So this is an umbrella, whoops, let me put it out of frame, that I purchased at the Dolce Gabbana exhibition. And I love these umbrellas that have like the button that opens up the umbrella, but also like the button that closes the umbrella again, which is great. So I purchased an umbrella at the Dolce Gabbana exhibition that I went to in January in Paris. I think it runs until end of March. So if you're planning a trip to Paris, definitely schedule in and do book in advance a ticket to the Dolce Gabbana Du Coeur à la main exhibition, which Du Coeur à la main translates to from the heart to the hands, I think. Anyway, it was really fascinating. I did film like a dedicated vlog for that, so definitely check that out. And I didn't just purchase the umbrella, I also purchased the book, or like the not so much a catalog, it's basically like a book that goes alongside with the exhibition. It came in English and in French, and because my French is very rusty, I went for the English one, and it basically covers everything in the exhibition. Unfortunately, for like some reason, not in the chronological order that like the rooms were set up in the exhibition. You have to like flick back and forth a little, which I did for like a little bit of background information in my vlog. So definitely check out my vlog. And let me look around. I think that should cover everything that I purchased in the first 2 months of the year, which leads us to everything that I sold. Number one is maybe someone noticed, I mean, obviously not all of my bags are in frame when I'm filming, but maybe some of you noticed that my Pochette Metis is gone. I think I can't count the amount of times that I've talked about me considering letting it go. Would I regret it? Would I not? Should I let it go? Should I sell it? It's gone. I don't tend to sell my bags that much because selling luxury handbags, especially like nowadays in this economy, but overall it's a hassle and it's a pain and there are so many things that could go wrong. So I hardly ever sell my bags, but every bag that I have sold, especially my Louis Vuitton ones, I mean, I've sold my Neverfull GM, I've sold my Speedy 35 Bandolier like a couple of years ago. None of the bags I've missed like one single day. So I think it was a good call. And same applies to my Pochette Metis. It was fun while it lasted. I did carry it a lot in San Francisco, like 2019. I did work in San Francisco for 3 months back then. That was prior to the pandemic. Geez, that feels like a lifetime ago. But anyway, I did carry it a lot. But over the last couple of years, I had zero like desire to grab it. And I mean, I don't have the biggest handbag collection out there, definitely not, but I do have choice. And I also want to change up my collection from time to time. And sometimes it's like a matter of one in, one out situation. So I let go of my Pochette Metis and zero regrets. And the second piece is also a Louis Vuitton piece, my Louis Vuitton reverse monogram card holder. I try to keep my SLG collection to a minimum because I'm not the type of person to like rotate in and out of their card holders and stuff. And I do have a couple of card holders. And obviously, yes, I did purchase like the Murakami Pochette, but that's like a special. So I let go of my reverse monogram card holder. And again, zero regrets about that one either. And to round up this video, let's talk about the pieces that I resisted purchasing in January and February 2025. But first off, if you're still around, I appreciate you so much. I know I tend to ramble. Let's see about how I'm able to like cut the video down in the editing process. But if you're still around, I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. That would mean so much to me. Anyway, so let's talk about the pieces that I resisted purchasing. Let's start with the bags and then we're gonna get into like some other knickknacks. 2 bags, both of them actually on Vestiaire Collective or like pre-loved. First off is this gorgeous, again, photos will be on the screen, this beautiful Serpentine Forever in like a sage green, like light sage green. Stunning. Bulgari is definitely not one of the brands that holds their resale value a lot. I don't know about like resale value of their jewelry, but when it comes to like their bags, you can definitely snatch a bargain on the pre-loved market. And like, I don't know why I didn't go for it just yet, because also condition-wise, it looks amazing. The seller is from Italy, I think, so I wouldn't have any like issues when it comes to like import duties and like taxes and stuff, which I do have a couple of like bags on my wish list or like favorites list on Vestiaire Collective, but the seller is located in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, I think there's one, might be like a Chanel medallion tote. So yeah, I've definitely been on somewhat of a hunt for a sister to my black Chanel medallion tote. And I think there's one in white, but the seller is from Lebanon. Everything out of the EU is just like an additional cost and an additional hassle when it comes to like importing and everything. But yeah, I digress. So the price is great. Also, the seller on and off like does like a reduction or like a markdown of like an additional 200 euros. I don't know why I haven't gone for that bag yet. Maybe it's the color, because I don't know. Yeah, I've never owned like a green bag, so who knows if I'd be even like able to style it. That being said, I'm definitely able to style and wear my light blue, it's like the Arctic blue Celine Belt bag. So I don't know what's stopping me, but that bag for now, like at least in January and February, ask me again when it comes to my March recap if I end up doing this like on a monthly or like somewhat monthly basis. Maybe I will have changed it, or like maybe that bag will have made its way from my resist to my purchase list, but let's see about that. But for now, it's definitely a bag that I managed to resist. Don't ask me why. And the second bag, I think it's also in Vestiaire Collective. That's where I saw it first. But then I realized that the seller is actually like a professional seller, and they do have like their separate like online shop and everything. And obviously on their shop and like on their side, the bag is like a little more affordable, like a couple €100, because obviously Vestiaire Collective is they charge a good amount of fees. So obviously, if you're able to sell like your bags outside of Vestiaire Collective, you can get more money for your bag, or you can like offer it at a reduced price compared to the price the buyers would be paying like on Vestiaire Collective. But long-winded way of introducing you to this beautiful, absolutely stunning, and I did mention it in my wish list, that I'm on the hunt for a Chanel Diana bag. Again, photos will be on the screen. It's also a second series, or like a 2 series. So I think 2 series is from 1991 to 1994, which, yeah, somewhere around there is my birth year. And like owning a bag from my birth year, yes, I would love to own a Kelly in box leather from my birth year, but I wouldn't say no to a Chanel like vintage bag from my birth year either. Also, condition-wise, it looks amazing. The lambskin is actually still puffy, like corner wear, minimal, if at all. The one thing that I'm a little iffy about, like I'm not insinuating anything about like authenticity or anything, just like here's my thought process. According to like what I found online when it comes to like authenticating vintage bags, the sticker on the inside, like the numbers should look different, like a different font from what that vintage Diana looks like. So not saying anything, like not alleging anything, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't pulled the trigger on that. And obviously, like even at the reduced price that you would be able to get on the like seller's own website, it's still an expensive bag. 2 more things, or like 3, actually I did take notes, so let me consult my notes. 3 more things. Yeah, let's say 3 more things. Okay, I had a moment of weakness on the Hermes website. I was on the bag charm, like in the bag charm section, and like the fact that there were tons and tons of Rodeos, Rodeo Pegas in muted colorways, like solid colors, like all Etude, for instance, or like all black. Even the fact that they were available, I was like, should I? Maybe I should, right? Because like they're available, I might as well like take advantage. But yeah, a quick look at the price was enough to steer me away from those. But yeah, that was like a very short, should I get it? Yeah, I'm good without. Second thing that I resisted, I did go, I think by the time that this video goes up, maybe the vlog will be up already. If not, it's gonna be one of the next videos to come. I did go to like an outlet sale situation, like a multi-brand store here in Hamburg, Germany. It's called Unge, and they did used to carry Dior, but there was up until we did get like our own standalone Dior boutique a couple of years ago. But yeah, Dior, Brunello Cucinelli, Celine, Loewe, Moncler, Miu Miu, like a mix of Chloe, like a mixed brand store, and they did have like an outlet for 3 days, I think, up until 70%. And I tried on a couple of pieces. I tried on this beautiful blazer from Bottega Veneta with like lapels and like a silky satin material, gorgeous. But even like at 70% off, that still would have rang me up to like 750 euros, which I'm not a designer ready-to-wear girly. Even at like, yes, obviously 70% off is an amazing deal, but still 750 bucks for a blazer, no thank you. I'd much rather put that into handbags. Yeah, but that's not the piece of ready-to-wear that I wanted to talk about. I did want to talk about, which I was very tempted by, but again, it was 70% off. It was like a duffel coat from Saint Laurent. I don't think I filmed like the initial price, but from memory it was like 4,450 euros. Blows my mind. Like, no surprise that that ended up being marked down by 70%, but even 70%, like after like the markdown would have been like 1,200 bucks. I just couldn't, yeah, I wasn't able to justify it. Some of you may be screaming at me from the screen, are like, are you insane? 70% off on a Saint Laurent jacket, like a coat. It was like a very hefty coat with like leather elements, and it was beautiful, like an A-line cut, not fitted in any way. It was like, yeah, beautifully structured, beautifully, not tailored in terms of like snug fitting, but it was, yeah, beautifully structured. 70% off on a Saint Laurent coat. Are you insane? Why didn't you purchase it? Because I'm not a luxury ready-to-wear girly. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, financially, I'd much rather put that into a handbag, but I was very tempted by it. But at the end of the day, I was like, okay, and that's the issue with like all of these sales and outlets and stuff, which, yeah, outlets are very tempting, like overall. Looking at the coat, would I have purchased it, like if 1,200, I'm just like gonna say approximately 1,200 will be like the markdown price. Would I have purchased it at 1,200 if that was like the full price? And the answer would be no. Same applies to the Bottega Veneta blazer for like 750 bucks. Would I have purchased that? Like immediately, yes, grabbed it, went to the till if like the 750 would be like the full initial price. No, who spends like 400? Okay. Again, no judgment, but I'm not the type of person that spends 750 bucks on a blazer or 1,200 bucks on a coat. Just like the knowledge that it was way more expensive initially and then marked down significantly, that was like, would have been like the main driving factor in me purchasing that item. Also, that Saint Laurent coat, okay, and then I'm gonna move on, but I just want to like let all of my thoughts and feelings and make myself feel better that I didn't end up purchasing it. Obviously, you wouldn't have been able to wash it yourself. I wouldn't have touched it and put it like in the washing machine. Also, like I think it would be way too heavy for like a regular standard washing machine. But you're also not able to dry clean it. I would be so scared of like something spilling or like dripping or like me sitting down and like the bench was like dirty or something, or like sitting down and like a chewing gum. Once you carry something like super expensive, that kind of like attracts like an accident waiting to happen. And the fact, like knowing that you can't even like get it dry cleaned. Anyway, so yeah, at the end of the day, like the first couple of hours after I said no to that coat, I was a little like, ugh. But like the longer it's been since that sale and like that outlet, I think it was a good call not going for it. But still, 70% off was super tempting. Yeah, anyway. Talked way too long about my thought process behind that Saint Laurent call, but anyway, and the last piece, and then I'm gonna let you go because I've kept you for long enough already. It's like a very random one. So as I mentioned, I did go to Paris towards like the beginning, mid-January, and we also quickly, obviously, went to Louis Vuitton. I did vlog that. We went to Hermes. I did vlog that. Both of the vlogs should be up already. And we also quickly went into Galeries Lafayette, and we were walking up because there's like a jelly cat. Not for me. My mom, I did travel with my mom, and she was interested in the like jelly cat thing where you can like order macarons and they package it, like do like a whole event out of it. But anyway, so that's in the kids section, and the kids are pretty far up. And we walked by, like, I think that was like the women's ready-to-wear, like, yeah, clothing section or like floor. And I stumbled across this candle. I think the brand is called Balzac Paris. I'm sure it's like a clothing brand. I had never heard of it. And that candle, A, it was in pink packaging, beautiful. B, it smelled amazing. And then I turned it around, it was like 55 bucks, which, yes, isn't like that much for a candle. I do own a Maison Francis Kurkdjian candle, which definitely was more expensive. I do own a Diptyque. Is it Diptyque? I think it's deep teak, like the Beijing one. That was also definitely more expensive, but I even struggle with lighting some of my Bath & Body Works candles. And the more bougie the candle in my collection, the higher the chance that I will never light it. So for instance, my Maison Francis Coeur candle I've had for a couple of years at this point. I haven't been able to bring myself to actually light it. So I was like, do I need another candle that the chances are pretty high that I'm not gonna even, light it up? Is it like a 55 display piece for me? And the answer was no, so I didn't get that candle. But yeah, I'm gonna try to link it below. I'm really bad at describing scents, so you're gonna have to go off of the website. But anyway, beautiful candle, beautiful scent. Couldn't tell you what it smells like, but yeah, I resisted, and that closes off my recap video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know if you want me to film this type of like recap video on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, bi-monthly basis, let me know. And also, again, check out Mary from the channel Lumi Level Up, who highly inspired this type of video. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I'm gonna catch you in one of my next videos. Bye.